Hi everyone. I was just wondering if I'm the only one that realizes there is a total ban on pork, bacon, all the complaints about it. They're trying to ban it everywhere. This month, and basically, not just this month, I'd say the whole year. They're totally attacking pork products. Federal Bureau of Prisons may have bitten off more than they could chew by banning pork from prison menus earlier this month. Apparently, reverse course on the decision. Basically, though, what they did was they just brought back pork roast. They didn't return most pork products to the menu. So the decision by the Bureau of Prisons to completely remove pork from its menus was ham-handed at best. I think that's some kind of pun. I appreciate the quick decision after my letter to the Bureau to keep pork products on prison menus. They're still questioning about how the original determination was made and the cost of conducting surveys. Says the Bureau of Prisons, responsible for over 200,000 inmates, has claimed that it was phasing out pork because surveys of prisoners' food preferences showed it wasn't a very popular menu item. Plus, they blame the cost of pork moving to impose a total ban at the beginning of the month. But the pork industry had a hard time stomaching the idea that even prisoners didn't want their bacon fix. We find it hard to believe that the survey would have found a majority of the population saying, "No thanks, I don't want any bacon." A spokesperson for the National Pork Producers Council told FoxNews.com earlier this week. I can't see it either. For some reason I think it's some kind of Muslim thing. Because they can't eat the pork products, so they don't eat. But you know what? If I can't eat something due to allergy or just something I don't like, I just don't eat it. Plain and simple, you wait for the next time. Something you do like. There is an economic importance of pork in America. The United States produces upwards of 92% of its own pork. Alternative products may be more likely to be imported. The pork industry is responsible for 547,800 jobs, which creates $22.3 billion in personal incomes and contributes $39 billion to the gross domestic product. So, this unprecedented decision to remove pork from all federal prisons will have consequences on the livelihoods of American citizens who work in the pork industry. It's going to affect a lot of people. The original decision also stirred speculation on whether Muslim or Jewish dietary restrictions had anything to do with it. I think it does, but whatever. However, a spokesman for the Council of American Islamic Relations, CAIR, told FoxNews.com earlier this week that while they welcome the ban, they didn't request it. For some reason, I can't believe that at all. Here's another story. Bacon, hot dogs, and processed meats cause cancer. Who says? So, a new report released by the World Health Organization, WHO, on Monday reveals that processed meats such as bacon, hot dogs, and sausage cause cancer. Red meats, while carrying a slightly lower risk than processed meats, likely does as well. According to the organization, daily consumption of 50 grams of processed meats, defined as meats that have been transformed by salting, curing, or other taste-enhancing methods, increase the likelihood of cancer by 18%. Processed meats, which are linked to increased likelihood of bowel cancer, which were found to be as carcinogenic as cigarettes, arsenic, and alcohol. Red meats such as lamb, pork, and beef were classified as probably carcinogenic to humans. It's just a total attack on pork. And it's been going on, basically all year. Not just all month, but all year. And it's a pretty interesting article. But it's just another attack. Our grandparents ate bacon, sausage, everything. They made their own. And they lived a good ripe old age of, my grandma was 107. So, there's nothing I could really say that it's deadly as anything else. They say peanut butter causes cancer. So, whatever, everything's going to cause cancer. I think if you're going to get it, you're going to get it. If it's in your body, it's going to be triggered by something. We can't just stop living life just to worry. So, anyway, that's one more story. So, here's another. Now, mind you, this is in the UK, but it's going to be the same here. So, in some places already are. Now they want to ban bacon sarnies. Reports that said products should be banned at work is yet another example of the national obsession with not causing offense, writes Richard Littlejohn. What I was saying on Friday about how the national obsession with not causing offense to anyone is bordering on mental illness. I agree. That was in reaction to a week which had seen RAF sergeant kicked out of a hospital waiting room for wearing his uniform because it could offend other cultures and students. Union banning sombreros on the grounds that they were a racial insult to Mexicans. If you thought those two examples were rip-roaring bonkers, then what are we to make of a new report that seeks to ban bacon sarnies and microwave sausage rolls? According to someone described as a professor of faith and public policy at Goldsmith University of London, consumption of pork-related products at work can seriously upset non-Christian colleagues, not to mention vegetarians. Well, I tell you what, that is their way of life, not everybody's. Deal with it. Adam Dingham has drawn a literacy program aimed at employers, commissioned by an outfit called Coexist and a professional services firm, EY, whatever it is. He says companies must take account of religious sensibilities of everyone from Muslims to Jews to Buddhists, Sikhs to Scientologists. Fair enough. That still has no reason to ban ham sandwiches from communal kitchens, though. In fact, many of my Jewish friends tell me that the tantalizing aroma of sizzling bacon is the one thing that has them seriously questioning their kosher tradition, because it smells frickin' delicious, and you can't deny it. Professor Dingham claims, however, that microwaving sausage rolls is a serious affront to those whose religion prohibits the consumption of pork. Why? I can't stand the smell of a roast pork, but I don't want to make it a criminal offense. And I can't stand the smell of top ramen. I have to leave the room, but you know what? That's my problem. Makes me want to yak. Doner kebabs, which look as if they're made out of verrucas and varicose veins, and those horrible botulism burgers they sell near football grounds are pretty revolting too. Yet I've never felt the need to stage a violent demonstration outside any fast food outlet. Life is too short. And I agree. You know, if you don't eat it, don't look at it. Don't smell it. Leave the room. That's your problem, not everybody else's. That's your religion, not everybody else's. Deal with it.
It's getting real old real quick. We're gonna have to take a stand sometime. It's coming. Well, thanks for watching.